card players, what is Gucci in the booty? I am Wolfgang, 1/4 of Team Starwind, and I'm back with another quick video. Actually, today's a pretty special day. I woke up this morning and we hit 100 subscribers, so thank you everybody. And I had actually I woke up, I saw it, and I took a screenshot, made a post on Facebook or whatever, and then I came to the lab. This is the lab right here. This is where the magic goes down, on this table right here. I'm working on this deck. It's like a Zemus control type of deck. It's top secret. Can't talk too much about it, but it's coming soon, so stay tuned for that. But so I'm in the lab, and I realized that, like, I made a post on Facebook, but I feel like I should actually talk to the ones who actually subscribe, view the content, like the videos, and leave comments on the videos and stuff. So you guys out there, thank you. It is mucho apreciado. We started this channel like, what, 2 weeks ago now, 2.5 weeks ago, and like, we love making videos, we love making content for the channel, and we just really just like being involved in the community, like bringing the community together and talking cards and having a blast and things. Like, we just have so much fun with this game. So much fun. It's a blast. I like it. It's fun. Okay, all right. But so yeah, I wanted to thank you guys. We wanted to thank you. Unfortunately, the rest of the team isn't here right now. But I also feel as though, seeing as we got some new spoilers for Opus 4, maybe we should talk about that a little bit here, huh? Yeah, maybe just have a little bit of a conversation about that, huh? So, let's get to that. All right. What do you guys think of the setup, huh? I did it myself. You know, something light. Final Fantasy 9 is my favorite Final Fantasy, so I thought, why not? Besides, look at Blank. Come on, look at him. But all right, so let's get this started. First and foremost, we have Caius. Now, Caius is a 6-drop fire forward, 9,000 attack. So he's on curve. Anything 5-drop and higher, in my opinion, should be 9,000 attack, unless they have some like crazy ability. But he's a legendary, and he says when Caius enters the field, you may search for one card named Bahamut and add it to your hand. Okay. When Caius attacks, choose one forward. You may discard one card named Bahamut from your hand. Okay. And if you do so, deal it 7,000 damage. Okay. So I don't mind Caius. He's alright. Six drop. I don't really like 6-drop cards unless they're doing something like bonkers. You know what I mean? And truth be told, I haven't played a whole lot of fire. The last fire deck I've had, the only fire deck I've had, has been dirt cheap, which I love that deck. But shout out to the dude that showed me that deck. But okay, so let's break his effect down. When Caius enters the field, you may search for one card named Bahamut and add it to your hand. So that right there, being able to go summon, when you summon a card and like you basically lower its value, so it's essentially a 4-drop creature because you put a resource in your hand, a Bahamut in your hand at that. So he's technically a 4-drop, which is cool. And also Bahamut is a really strong card, so I like that. I like that you get to search for the Bahamut. I think that is a fairly strong ability. Lately, I haven't seen much Bahamut in use. I personally haven't run into much Bahamut, so I don't know, has it fallen out of favor with the crowd? I hear Mono Fire has been making its wave lately. But I haven't run into any Mono Fire decks, and I haven't looked at any Mono Fire lists, so I could be wrong about the Bahamut, but I'm just going off of my experience. But I do like that you can search for Bahamut. Now, as far as you discard it to deal 7,000 damage to a forward, I think I might have liked it a little bit more if it was 8,000, because with 7,000, typically, unless the effect is like super OP or something, you're hitting 3 drops or less. Now, granted, it is a free, you can just discard it. But 2 things wrong with that. 1, it has to be when he attacks, which sucks. And 2, the only Bahamut that I know about, there has been one leaked, but there's nothing official, not even leaked. It's just not confirmed because it's a chapter's Bahamut. But the only one I know about is a 9K, and you're dealing 10,000 to 2 forwards. So I don't think I'd discard that to hit 1 forward, only if I'm in a dire situation. Like, that's probably it. Like, if I need that forward off the board, or if like I'm about to just win the game, or if I'm about to just get my butt slaughtered by this forward or something like that. That's the only case, but I have to attack, so it's just like, that second effect is like, meh. Like, I could be proven completely wrong. Like, let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about it. In my opinion, it's meh. All right, and the second one we have is Zack. Now this Zack, although it's a tutor technically, like you get to go in your graveyard. Is that considered a tutor still if you go through your grave? But it also has EX burst and it's a 3-drop. So it reads like an awesome card. The only problem that's wrong, the only thing that is wrong with this card is that his name is Zack. I like his ability a lot because you can. It's like a Seraphim for yourself, pretty much. But his name is Zack, and with 5-drop Zack being out, if I'm gonna play that deck, some kind of cloud deck, some kind of Final Fantasy VII deck with fire and stuff, I'm gonna play the 5-drop forward Zack because his effect just has so much value in it. Like for instance, let's say if I hit this card off of EX burst immediately, like turn 1, they hit me, that hits off the EX burst, and I don't have any clouds in the deck, in the grave, then that card just went to the damage zone, not for no reason, but you know, for no reason. Like, I can't use his ability, it's useless. Now, if I was to summon Zack and not have any clouds in my deck, my cards, all the forwards on my board are still getting a 2000 boost. Like, he's still doing something regardless. And let's say I do still have a bunch of Zacks, or a bunch of clouds in my deck. Let's say I do have cloud in my grave. Yes, I can go get a cloud with Zack, but with the 5-drop Zack, he's a forward, so he's getting value as a presence on the board. I can swing with him. He has 9,000 attack, I believe. So I can swing with him and potentially get rewards to increase his value, to maximize his value, to over maximize his value. And also when he leaves, I get to get another cloud to the board. To the board. And when he hits the board, everything's getting, dude, like that Zack is just, in compared to this Zack, that Zack is just way better. Like, I'd much rather just run that Zack over this Zack. Not saying this Zack is bad, but that Zack is just way better. All right, so next up we have Bomb, and Bomb is awesome. It was actually the first monster that was leaked, but it was still a chapters form, and it wasn't like 100% confirmed. But now this is the legit leak of the of Bomb coming out of Opus 4, and he's a 2-drop monster. Pay a fire. Until the end of the turn, Bomb also becomes a forward with 5,000 power, and the effect, put Bomb into the break zone, deal 4,000 damage to all forwards. You can only use this ability once per turn. So Bomb is pretty cool. Oh, Bomb's a rare, and I didn't mention before, but that Zack I previously talked about is a common. Bomb's a rare, and Bomb's pretty cool. The only thing about Bomb is he's essentially like a 3-drop because you pay 2 to put him on the board, and you pay 1 to make him a forward. The only thing about that is he's a 3-drop, 5,000 attack. Yeah, know what I'm saying? He's kind of super undercurved there. But with his ability to just hit the whole board, which is ridiculous, I mean, you really can't go wrong with that, to just potentially board. Oh, actually, you know what? You can't even board wipe, right? Because it says you can only use this ability once per turn, right? So that means that if I sack off my bomb and deal 4,000 damage to the board, I can't summon another bomb and do that again, correct? Because it says you can only use this ability once per turn. So yeah, I don't think you can potentially board wipe this with this card, but I mean, it's still, you're hitting 4,000 to the board, so I guess it still has its uses. It seems all right. I mean, it doesn't read like crazy, amazingly dope, super sick, oh my god, we're gonna die. But it is pretty cool effect. Now this card was just leaked today, Mecha Chocobo. Dude, this card, it just reads ridiculous. Like, I gotta, let me get my composure real quick. First ability, when, Mecha Chocobo cannot be chosen by summons. Oh great, this is what we needed. Another Zidane-like character. Great. What else can it do? When Mecha Chocobo attacks, choose one dull forward of cost 4 or less, opponent controls, break it. Now, this is an ice card, and what is one of Ice's main abilities? To dull things. So Mecha Chocobo is just going to be coming in and just breaking away. Potentially just breaking away. Now its downside is when Mecha Chocobo is blocked, break Mecha Chocobo immediately. This card just reads great. You can't hit it with summons, so that is super dope. You can still hit it with AoEs and things like that, but I mean, this card, it's a 4-drop 7K, so the curve, it's a little under curve, but for its ability, way worth it. It's only a rare, it looks like, or is that hero? I got 80-year-old eyes sometimes. Nope, it's a hero. Okay, yeah, with all due. But this card, and now shout out to Matt Cosmore, because I saw he said in a post, you mix this with Zemus and you're good to go. And he's absolutely right. You mix this with Zemus, you mix this with obviously Ice, you mix this with Lightning, because Lightning has a lot of dull. You have Amon, you have Kate Sith, you have Lightning herself. So this card is just gonna, I think this card is just gonna make waves. I think this card is gonna be extremely good. It just reads really, really well. I really want to see this card put in decks and see how people utilize its ability. I'd rather not be on the receiving end, but I would like to see it. I think this card's good. Now this card, everybody says that it's gonna be like the water killer. This is Ritz. And her ability, she's a 3-drop 7K, so she's right on curve. And she says, characters you control cannot be returned to their owner's hands by your opponent's abilities, summons or abilities. So that's like water is like almost everything they have that targets opponents, right? That's Sildra, that's the 5-drop Yuna, that's Leviathan. I think that's it, right? I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, you can't water. This hits water a lot. It really hurts. And she also says, if you control a card named Shara, which I don't know what that card is. If you guys know, let me know. Leave it down in the description, not the description. Leave a comment letting me know, but I have no idea who Shara is. Ritz gains plus 2,000 power. So she's potentially a 3-drop 9K that says your board nothing on your board can be sent back to your hand, which that sounds phenomenal. The only problem is not every color can send back to hand, but right now mono water has been making major waves in the meta, at least in the meta around us and where I live. And all the major tournaments that I've been seeing, mono water has been up there, or some kind of water variant, right? So I think this card definitely against the water matchup is going to be great. If you're running wind, I think that you should run probably minimum 1. Try it out, minimum 1, just because that effect, it affects your entire board. Nothing you control. It says characters, so they can't even send back backups. So this card is like reads really good. It's a hero. I feel like a 1-of isn't bad. Wouldn't be terrible to just have it on the board for that extra protection. So yeah, this card's good to me. Now next up we have Dragon. Now this card right here, me and Negative talked about this card previously in our like monsters discussion video, but I think this card is just like borderline broken. Like it's just too good. It's a 2-drop. For 1 cost, put Dragon into the break zone. Well, I'm sorry, it cost 1 lightning. Put Dragon into the break zone. Choose 1 monster of cost 4 or less and break it. Now, as of right now, as far as leaked cards go, as far as what I know, as far as what we've seen, this is the only card that breaks monsters, right? So this kind of tells me that Lightning is gonna see another uptick, and where we might see like Opus 1, Opus 2 Lightning making waves all over again. Not only that, it also has another ability, pay a Lightning in an any, put Dragon into the break zone, choose 1 forward cost of less, and break it. So bruh, they have, this is Lightning's arsenal right now. They have Odin, 4-drop, they have Odin 7-drop, and then they have Dragon, which is a multi, has 3 little cards in the corner, so you can have 3 Dragon on the board at the same time. So they are just, Lightning can just knock off forwards and monsters now alike anytime at their leisure pretty much. So this card I feel like is just going to be run of as a 3-of in every Lightning deck. That's just how I feel. That's what I think. It doesn't even have to be a 3-of, you know, a 2-of, at least a 1-of, but I think 2 people, Lightning users are going to be using 2. I'd run 3. I mean, you're getting rid of monsters and forwards. Why would you not run 3? And you can also have as many as you were 3, up to 3 on the board at the same time.
this card just looks, I think this card is really good, and it's a common. It's only a common. So I think this card is just really, really, really strong. I think it's going to be really good. I think it's going to see a lot of play come Opus 4, but not much else to say about it. Next up, we have Queen Brahne. I actually call her Queen Brain. That's what it looks like it's pronounced. That's, to me, that's just that my brain sees brain when I see that name. Ooh, bars! She's a 3-drop backup with EX Burst. You know, I love me some EX Burst. When Brain enters the field, you may search for 1 job standard unit and add it to your hand. It's a common card. She's nothing crazy, nothing game breaking, but she is super cool. Standard Units has a tutor, which Standard Units is a phenomenal tribal deck. Really, really, really strong. So I like this card, and I think Standard Unit players are gonna love this card. I also think that it's gonna be really good in a fun deck for you to just play around with. So it's not crazy, it's not game breaking, but the card's good. It's a nice card. And last but not least, we have the 3-drop Light Cloud. And this card, you guys already know how I feel about this card. It's a 3-drop, 7K, EX Burst with a special and art that makes you need to change your pants. Like, this card is just super dope. I made a whole entire video about this. I'll leave it in the description below. I don't need to go in too crazy. Somebody actually pointed out to me in that video I'm talking about that you need a fire to use this cloud special, which means you're going to be using some kind of fire variant, which makes me think now that mix this special, which deals, it's mocking it special. You deal 8,000 to 1 forward and 4,000 to the rest of their board. Mix that with bomb, knock off your bomb. You're dealing 12,000 to 1 forward. I hope before it never goes that high. 12,000 to 1 forward and 8,000 to the rest. That's a board wipe. Granted, you are getting hit, but hey man, I'll take some damage if I can wipe my opponent's board. So that's super dope. Obviously, Minwoo hurts it, but I mean, come on. Board wipe. But yeah, dudes, I know there's other cards that's been spoiled or leaked or whatever you want to call it on Band's channel on Facebook. But all these pictures and everything I got off of Fftcg.com, and they just didn't have that. He did like on like a live stream type of thing, so there was no clear pictures of it. So I just showed you. But there's a Shantado, there's a Marsh, and there's a couple other cards coming out. Oh, actually, you mix this bomb, you mix bomb or Cloud's ability with Shantado, you're doing a board wipe with that as well, which I just thought about, which is crazy. But yeah, so I know that those cards have been leaked as well. I just didn't have access to those pictures, and I didn't want to put up no crappy, crazy pictures for you guys, but I'm just excited for Opus 4. But that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I want to thank you guys one more time for 100 subscribers, to all the supporters, followers, viewers, all you guys out there. You know what, actually? Cheers, huh?